welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today, as you guys can see from the title, we're gonna have a story time. I've been noticing that my story time's been doing pretty freaking good, so I'm like, you know what, I want to make some content for YouTube. So it's gonna be like a little scary one because I mean it's nighttime, it's raining, and I'm home alone. Oh wait, I'm going from 3 to whatever, and I'm home alone. So yeah, I got Taco Bell. I always get Taco Bell, guys. I love Taco Bell, especially like nachos, and I just started getting this what is it called, double taco, some double, I don't know, but it's really good. That and my nachos, and then I got also a White Claw. Yeah, so okay. I don't know where to start. All right, growing up, we kind of lived like in a haunted house. It's probably like, it was actually the same house where I had the stalker guy. Remember the stalker? So yeah, so I was probably like around 14, 15 years old when we used to live there, and it was pretty scary, guys. Like a lot of things pasaban, and like I think I'll start with my experiences first. Okay, so oh snap. So good. They added like Dorito chips or something inside. Extra crunchy. Cheers, guys. I haven't drank in so long, so hopefully this does something to me. This was back in like March of 1988. Just kidding. No, but for real. No, it was probably like I said, I was like 15 or something. We lived in the house. It's pretty big. It was a 2-story house. I love that house. I loved it because I had my own room. And the only thing that was really creepy was that a lot of shit would happen in that room, like to me, especially because my dad would work at night. He would start, his shift would start like around, I don't know, 4:30. So he would like usually just wait for me to get off school, and then I would be home, and then I would babysit my kids. I mean my kids. I'm not call them my kids. I would babysit my siblings. What the fuck? Casi como si fueran mis kids, bro. Nah, but I used to babysit my siblings, and I don't know, but yeah, so my dad would leave, right? So my dad would leave, and then he would get back home. He would like get off like around 3 a.m. So he would kind of just 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. I really don't remember. So he would just get off and then drive home, and then kind of just wake us up, and then we would go to school. So we were home alone like a lot of times. So I remember there was this one time I was in my room, and alright guys, so I saw a old lady. I remember I saw her, first time I ever saw her was a time I was like combing my hair or something. I was getting ready. It was in the daytime, and I knew no one was home, just myself, because my siblings used to like going outside. We used to live like in a kind of like a private area, like a little private circle thingy, and like all the houses were like around like that. So I was kind of like okay with them like leaving the house. I mean, honestly, I was young, I didn't have rules, I didn't really care. So they used to be outside all the time. So I remember one time brushing my hair, and I was staring at myself in the mirror, and then in the corner of the mirror I saw old lady, dude, just standing there like this. But just like, it was just like this area, and like her shoulders, but she was just like this, but like in the corner of the espejo. And I got so scared, and I just ran out and stuff. So I remember I did tell my dad about it like later on when he came home and stuff. But the thing about my dad was that like you would tell him anything, and he'd be like, ay, no es cierto, or that's a lie, and this and that. Like, come on, bro. Like, I hated that. So like, you would tell him anything, and like he would just kind of brush it off, or just he would tell you something else so you wouldn't be scared. And it's like, bro, I'm more scared now because you don't believe me. And the second time I saw her was the time I was napping. I was taking a nap in my room, and my dad was already gone. He was working. My sister and my brother were outside playing. Like we used to all play football outside. Like we used to like play football. And I remember I was taking a nap, and then I don't know what happened, because the thing is that my bed used to shake in the middle of the night or just randomly. Like really creepy, guys. Like I don't want to shake it really bad, but it would just be shaking like really bad, like this. Like the bed would be shaking. So when I was taking a nap, I don't know if the bed was shaking, that's why I woke up, or if I felt someone staring at me. I don't know what happened, but do you remember? Sorry guys, excuse me. I was laying down like sideways like this, right? Like this. And my door's right here, and my vanity's right here. And I was laying this in my bed. And then I open my eyes like this, and I look up to the side, and in the corner, guys, I see like this freaking damn lady. This bitch came at me like this. Like she went like from the corner, she went like, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like towards me, right? She went like, and then I remember I just got up, like I didn't even scream or anything. I just went like, you know, when you just like the, what is it called, the flight or fight mode, whatever. So I think I just kind of like took off, and I just saw her, and I was like, oh shit, and I just like went out the door, and I remember telling everybody outside like what I saw, and everybody came inside to see like si miraban a la viejita. We didn't see shit, but remember that happened again. And I remember, guys, that at the time that all this stuff would happen at the house, I used to be such a miedosa because around that time, we were like 15, yeah, around 15 and shit, like there was days like when my dad would like, because I couldn't like spend the night at like cousin's house and shit like that because I had to babysit, right? So when my dad would like like have his day off or whatever, like I remember like we used to go a lot to this like little like town close by Calistoga up here and stuff, and like we used to go, all my cousins, like all of us, we used to go spend the night at one of my tia's house, and my cousins were there too, and we used to be pretty bad, guys, and we used to drink, and then we would all walk at like midnight and shit to the cemetery. We used to go to the cemetery, and like I don't know why we would do that. We would just try to see if we would see anything, and like that shit was creepy, and I'm like, dude, what about we got like some like shit attached to us and we brought it back home, you know? But anyways, back to my haunted house. Yeah, so anyway, so I was the viejita, and another thing that would happen to me was I remember like, okay, the bed's shaking, right? So what would happen, like, excuse me, I remember this one time, like my dad was home, so I'm guessing he was off, and I would leave like my window kind of like, because I was upstairs, right? So I would kind of leave the window cracked open a little bit because like it would get hot. And I remember that, I don't know, it was very late, we were all sleeping already except for my dad. My dad had a bad habit of staying up because of his job, so he was still up. And then I remember that I started hearing like someone crying outside. I couldn't sleep yet, I was trying to fall asleep, and I started to like hear someone like crying and screaming outside, like really loud, but like loud and getting closer. And I'm like, I started getting scared, and like me tapé, like I just kind of covered myself a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? And so it started getting loud, and then right like after that, my bed starts to shake like really like hard, guys. So what I did, I just me senté, like I just sat up, and I was like this. I was so scared, and I was like, I had my hands on the bed, and I was like, so I did not want to get up. I was like, I'm not getting up, so I just started screaming. I'm like, Appa! Appa! I started screaming screaming for my dad like a fucking maniac. And then my dad literally, as soon as, because his room was literally next to mine, like, well, he would have to pass the little hallway and then our bathroom in the hallway and then my room. And then literally like he ran to my room and he opened the door, and as soon as he opened the door, guys, I swear, as soon as the doorknob like I heard the doorknob move, the screaming and the crying stopped outside and my bed stopped shaking. So I remember I was crying and I was like, "Appa!" Like I told him what happened and he's like, no tengas miedo, blah blah blah. So I remember that night I put like my blankets like in their room, because my dad used to share, like, since back then, like it was a 3-bedroom house, so it was my room, my sister had a room, and then my dad had the biggest he had the master bedroom, and then he would share it with my little brother because my brother was like small at the time. So I remember for a while I would go to sleep in their room and I would sleep in the ground, like I would put like cobijas and stuff, like, because I would be scared at night because of the shit that would happen, you know. And the thing is that my dad wouldn't even be there because like he would be working, so I would just go sleep in my, basically like by my brother and stuff, because I was scared and shit. And like I remember another time what happened, so basically like little scary shit would happen and we would just kind of deal with it because no one was there, you know. So but another time that would happen too, this happened to my cousin Christy. Like I guess like she had to like take care of our home, and we had chihuahuas in the garage, and she had to take care of our home. And I guess she said that like, because my dad, we had like a laptop at the time, and this was the time like MySpace was big, so like she kind of wanted to use our laptop and stuff. So like I remember that my dad like paid her and stuff because we were going to Mexico, and my dog, one of our chihuahuas, was pregnant. So and I was like, hey, you know, if I pay you, can you come by and like feed our dogs and stuff? And you know, and like she was down or whatever. It's like, you can use her laptop, and she was cool with it, whatever. So I guess she said that she was on the laptop one of the days, and that she started hearing like kind of like a laughing upstairs. And she started kind of like tripping, like what the hell. So she kind of like got by the hallway, and she kind of peeked like that. And then in the sala downstairs, you pasas la sala, and then like there's a little hallway, there's one bathroom down there, and then one restroom down there, and then you go upstairs, and then there's my sister's room, then there's the hallway, and then there's another bathroom there, and then it's my room, my dad's room, and then inside that room there was a bathroom all the way to the end, and there's just another story too. But anyway, so in that hallway by where my bathroom was and my room, my cousin was in the hallway downstairs, and she peeked by the stairs like that, and then my hallway had like a little window looking thing. So basically, like if I was upstairs, I could look down and look down there, and then someone can look up and then look at me, right? So when she looked up, someone peeked out, like, and she said that it looked like a little kid. Someone peeked out and like kind of peeked at her and stuff and started laughing. And I don't know if this is true or not, but that's what she told me that happened, you know. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. Like, why wouldn't I believe her? But she said that happened. So she was, after that, she started being very scared, and she just started feeding my dogs like just through the door. Like, she wouldn't really even come in no more. So that happened. So then another time when we were like, because since I didn't have like parents at the house, basically like all our cousins would just come over and stuff. And I remember they all came over one time, and like, I don't know like what we were doing or something, but we were all like going upstairs because we were all gonna go to, we used to always just go to my room because my room was pretty big, and I had kind of like a big bed and stuff, and like, I don't know, everyone was just kind of used to hang out there. So we were all just gonna excuse me, sorry. So we all started walking towards my room, and the last person behind was, I think, was my brother. Yeah, it was my brother Brian. He was behind, but in front of him was my cousin Cristina, and we were all just like walking up. So it was like my cousin Andres, all of us were just all going upstairs. And then I go into my room, everyone was to her room, but Brian, my brother, he was the only one that went straight. He went straight to his room, and then we were all like, what the fuck? So then he came out running, guys. He was so scared, and he said that he's like, oh my god guys, I thought I was following Christina into my dad's room, and then I saw her go into the bathroom, and I was like, why is she going to the dark? Because the bathroom, like, I guess the lights were off, and he still went in there, and I guess she's like, she disappeared. So he really freaked out because I guess he didn't like see her anymore, so he got scared. So that happened. And then another time, was it December? So I asked my brother again, like, what happened that one night, because it was kind of creepy. But he said that I guess my grandparents were over. They were visiting us, and my dad was working. And when people would come and visit, like, I used to like let them, like, you know, use my room and stuff, because I had the big bed. So my grandparents were over, so obviously they were gonna take my room, right? And because I was just remember, I'm like, why the hell was I taking a nap in my brother's bed? I don't remember, you know, why. But my brother told me, he's like, oh, it's because at that time my grandparents were visiting. So that day, well, it was already night. I went to sleep early, or I was taking a nap, I don't know what. My dad was working. My grandparents were already, like, they were already in their room. And like, you know how like older people, they go to sleep like by like 7 or 8 or sometimes or whatever. So they were already like in their bed. And my siblings, they were, since they were, I think they were both in elementary, to be honest, or middle school, I don't remember, but they're probably elementary. And they were both in their room, and I mean, sorry, they were both in my sister's room, which was next to my dad's room. So basically, my brother, where I was laying down, was su cama. His bed was just like, it was like a little twin bed. So basically that was next to the wall, and the wall is next to my sister's room, which that's the only thing that is dividing us, okay guys? So basically I can hear them like talking in there and stuff. So I just kind of fell asleep, right? So then I just remember waking up to them crying in front of me. So I was like, what the fuck? So this is what I guess what happened was, while I was sleeping, I don't know, they were like, because they used to play around, they used to be always laughing and stuff, you know, so they were like making each other laugh and stuff inside there. And like they had their door closed because obviously like no querían like despertar a mis abuelitos. So they were laughing in there and everything. And when they were doing that, like, I guess like someone started scratching their door, like my sister's door, but like really loud, like they had nails. And I guess like they told me that it just didn't sound like they were just scratching like this, like you could hear like going from like the top of the door all the way down, like scratches, like scratches on the door. And like I guess it started getting like faster or stuff like that, I don't know what. So they started getting scared, and then they're like, Diana, like they thought it was me. So they kind of started screaming for me, like, dude, they were like, stop it. They thought that I was like trying to scare them or something, and I wouldn't respond to them. I mean, to be honest, I was just sleeping. I guess it started getting crazier and crazier, the scratching, that they were both crying, and they were just screaming, trying to wake me up and stuff. And I guess I couldn't, because they were scared to open the door. So like, since we used to I think we used to have like a house phone at the time, or was it the cell phone, I don't remember. But somehow, whatever, my siblings, my sister ended up calling my dad because he was at work, and we were able to call him all the time, so it was good. And he had a job that he was able to like leave work and come and check up on us, you know, and stuff like that. So basically, like my siblings called them, and they were like, they're like, dad, is it like we're hearing noises, like someone's scratching our door, we don't know who it is, we're calling Diana. And he's like abra la puerta. My dad was like, abra la puerta, you know. And then they're like, no, we're scared. And he's all like, háblale a tu hermana, you know, or whatever. And he's like, háblale a tu hermana. And then they were just scared to open it, and then they were crying. And he's all like, que abra la puerta. He's like, casa tu hermana allá afuera y tus abuelitos. So basically se estaba regañando, like he was scared because they were not trying to open it. They had to do it because they were all like, you can't leave work, like you can't come and check upon us, please? Like, and he's like, I can't leave right now. And they just do it. So they did it. They opened it, and there was nobody there. they literally woke me up right away. And they were kind of like upset at me. They're like, why didn't you, what were they telling me? Was that you? Like, why wouldn't you wake up? We were calling you. And like, they were so like sad. Like, it was just so, they just looked scared, guys. They looked really scared. And I told them, like, dude, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, it was not me. That, and then like little bullshit would happen like that, you know. And then I remember que también, like, because my sister, the owner of the house, he had a daughter, and it was the same age as my sister, and they went to school together. And I think she also said that she like told my sister that that house was haunted before, or something. That, not that it was haunted before, sorry, that it was haunted, so that they would also, because they also lived obviously in that house before, and that like weird shit would happen to them too. And then they also told us that I think the previous person that was living there, the dude had died there. Like, it was a viejito, and I think he died in the hallway. So that was kind of weird. But yeah, guys, honestly, I used to be more of a pussy back then. Now I'm just kind of like more like, I'm cool about, like, I think like I really want to go to a haunted spot, like really bad. Like I would want to do that. Like, I think that would be so fun. I already did, like, I've been to a haunted hotel before, but just like checked it out, and I like to like spend the night there, you know. I like would want to go to the Winchester Mansion. Like, I think that's what it's called, the Winchester Mansion. I think it's in Sacramento or San Jose. And I think that would be cool. Imagine like me recording there. That'd be sick. That, like, I was even gonna buy, like, you guys seen, okay, so like, you guys seen like any like ghost little like YouTube videos and shit like that? Like, you know, they take like this little like ghost meter thing. So I was gonna buy one. I forgot from where, just for like hella cheap, you know. So I'm like, I'll just try it. Like, that'll be kind of fun, do a little video, yeah. But then I was like, imagine it's like, I have that at my house, and then like it detects a ghost without me wanting to detect a ghost. Like, no thank you. I was like, no. And especially with my luck, that shit will probably go off in the middle of the night, and I'm not gonna have it. No thank you. Yeah, I'll cuss it out. Now that I'm drinking, I got a little bit more courage to say some stuff. But you know, I never told anyone. Well, I'm sure my dad has, but why we really moved one time when we moved from Fillmore. We were very little. It was, guys, we used to, like, because we were in, like, my dad was struggling at the time. My dad was a single parent, right? And we moved to this little town, and we had like a tia there and stuff, and we rented a, like, this lady had like a nice house. Like, that lady was wealthy, and like she had a tienda, like she had a store, and she was single. And so I remember, like, in her casa, like right next to her home, like by the garage, excuse me, they made her like into like a whole little like house, like, because their garage was pretty big. And like they had like a bathroom, it had like even like a little sala, like a little room, and like it had like little different little things inside. I think even had like a kitchen too, so it was kind of nice. And so we used to rent it out, right? And I remember that, like, our garage, our garage and the garage connected to their home. And she was a single mom, and she had like, she had 3 kids, a boy and 2 daughters and stuff. And like, I never told this story just because it's like, it just shows how much of a dog my dad was. Basically, all right, so basically it was like Christmas Eve, guys, right? My dad and her used to flirt a lot, you know, like quite a bit. And I remember that I used to hang out a lot with the oldest daughter. Like, she was kind of like my age, probably like a year older or something. And then I also used to like, because I was little, I was like middle school, so I used to also like go and work with the mom, like me and the daughter, like we used to go work with the mom, just kind of chill. Like I think that's probably why I like the whole store shit, like, you know. So I used to go work with her, like just kind of like kick it with them, and she really liked, the lady really liked my dad, like hella, like a lot. And I remember, like, I don't know what happened to her dude. I think her dude was probably locked up because I think he was like a narco, I'm not sure, or something like that. But anyway, so like the thing is that she had a house and stuff. So I remember that it was Christmas Eve and she gifted us our gifts and stuff and everything. And I remember that everyone went to sleep early, and the only people that stayed up was my dad and her. And tell me why I know this story, I don't know. I shouldn't even be knowing the story, but it gets creepy. And basically my dad was trying to get at this girl, and they were drinking, they were in the sala, and you know, obviously my dad was trying to get it with her, whatever. And she started like getting acting like she, like, sorry, it's scary. She had like the devil in her. She started acting like she had the devil in her, and she was like telling my dad, like, do you know who I am? But like in Spanish, like, sabes quién soy, but like in a different voice. And my dad's like, ay, pues it is, let's call her Maria. I think it's probably even her name, I don't even know. She's like, it is Maria. And then she's all like, no. She started laughing, and she's like, yo no soy Maria. She's like saying, I'm not Maria. She's all like, I'm the lady, because where we used to live at Fillmore, there used to be like these like mountains, kind of like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Santa Rosa, like, or over here, like by Calistoga, there's like little mountains, and like it goes like kind of like spirals, and a bunch like you gotta, I don't know, it's just fucked up, you know. So same thing, it's like that, like in Fillmore, which is in by Ventura and like all those places over there by LA, and close to LA. So basically there was like these mountains, and a lot of people would die there, guys. Like a lot of people would die there because people would come drunk, or it was just really bad road, you know. And she's like, oh no, she started laughing at my dad. She's like, yo no soy Maria. She's like, yo soy la que se mató in the mountains, or whatever thingy. She said basically, she's like, I'm not Maria, I'm the one that I grabbed my virgencita. It's like, I'm the one that died just like at the mountains right now, and someone had just recently died there. And then she started laughing, and my dad's like, what? And then she's all like, she told my dad, hincate, but she told my dad to like get on his knees. And my dad's all like, and my dad was still taking it as a joke, you know. So this is why you guys should watch out when you guys are with ladies. But anyways, so she gets on, she tells my dad, get on your knees. And my dad, trying to be like, you know how men are, my dad gets on his knees, and he thinks it's a joke. My dad's like laughing. He's like, all right, I'll get on my knees, you know, like fuck it, whatever, you know. And he gets on his knees, and then she starts to laugh. She's like, like, I got you on your knees and shit, like telling him in Spanish. And my dad was like, all right, so what's up? Like, let's go to the room. And my dad, I think he's gonna get lucky. And then this bitch, what she would do, like, she was in the couch, right? I guess, like, she would like all of a sudden come back and be like, oh my god, what's going on, like, let's go check on the kids. So my dad said that he had to get up, but like he was on his knees, so he got up, and he's all like, okay, let's go check on the kids. Like, what? He's like, see. And then she's all like, they want to take your daughter, meaning my sister Jessica, my little sister. Like, she's very pretty, we want to take her. They want to take her. Sorry, wait nomás. They're like, they want to take her. And then my dad's like, what the fuck? So they're like, let's go check on her. The lady was so scared. So then they go and they, alright guys, I had to clear some storage because I don't know, I guess I was running out of storage. Anyways, so basically she wanted to, oh, I'm getting a little dizzy with that. No aguanto nada. Basically, she was telling my dad that they wanted to take my sister, right? So they let's go check up on them, on all the kids. So they literally checked up on her kids and us, and she was like, she would cry, right? And she'd be like, oh, they want to take the girl. And then my dad's like, they're sleeping, they're fine, because it was Noche Buena, which is Christmas Eve. And I remember because we had all opened presents already, like before they all got drunk, before we all went to sleep. we all opened presents. Like I remember she gifted me 2 cute, like, it was like a little cute, like little, they look like little kids or like a little couple. And it was like a person with dolls on a swing, and they're like kissing. Like it was like a little boy and a little girl like kissing like this or something like that, right? And like it was like you could hang it or something like that, right? You could hang it somewhere. It's like a decoration. And I thought it was so cute. And so she gave me that. She gave some Barbies to my sister, some toys to my brother, right? So then we were sleeping and everything, so my dad's like, no están dormidos, you know, they open their presents, están dormidos, they're like sleeping right now, let's just go back, you know. My dad was trying to get it on. And so she's like, okay, she's like, they're okay. So then they were walking back, and then she starts to like laugh, like ha ha ha, like creepy. But my dad's like, well, what the fuck, like, all right. And my dad's like, ah, fuck it. She's like, pues, my dad was being nasty. My dad's like, pues, ser el diablo, I don't give a fuck, basically, you know. The lady, she was very religious, and then they used to always like okay, so they had a Virgin Mary, a big old Virgin Mary at the end of the hallway by their bathroom. So like if you wanted to use her bathroom in the house, like you would have to go down the hallway and see the Virgin Mary all the time. Like it was huge, and they used to light her up with like a candle or stuff like that, like at the middle of the night, and just leave that on. So like it kind of looked like if you were like at a Catholic church, you know. Sometimes if you would walk in on the like in the house, and they would be like doing like their little like religious, like, or sorry, like their they used to, I don't know, sit down and pray. So they used to sit down, turn off all the lights, just turn on a candle, and then they still have another big old statue like of the Virgin Mary, and then like have her like in the living room. And then they used to like all like sit down in a circle, and then like the mom would ask a question, and then like open the Bible and then just point at something, and that was the answer. And she said that was like God answering her. So then it would be like the son's turn, and then he would ask a question and then point at something in the Bible, and then that would be the answer. So they would do that all the time. So yeah. Another thing I forgot to mention was that when my dad was trying to go to the room with her, she, you know how I told you that she was really religious, she had like a cruz. She had like a what's it called, the crucifix, whatever thingy, like on top of her bed. She had a big one, and like when she saw it, she was like, ah, no, like she's like, no, ah, like she was like acting like possessed, dude, like she didn't want to go inside there. And my dad was like, what, like, oh, that's kind of creepy, you know. But so to be honest, I'm sure he smashed the fucking like crazy bitch. He said he didn't because she got really creepy. He said that he got so scared that he just like, you know what, let's call it a night, and like you go to sleep, I go to sleep because it's too much. And guys, I'm kid you not, that morning we woke up Christmas Day, okay? Everything was in bags, plastic bags, right? I wake up, I'm like, oh, you know, it's Christmas Day. I got like my presents and stuff. The stuff that the lady gave me, the porcelain doll, whatever we call those, that shit was in the trash. All our stuff was in the trash, like things that the lady had gave us. He threw it out, and we're all like, what's wrong? He's like, ah, estaba muy fea la mona, y quién sabe qué. And literally, guys, we didn't even last there another night. We left. I think we ended up crashing for a little bit, like at my tia's house for like a week or two, and then we moved to another spot. But yeah, a lot of shit would happen to me. I'm like, damn, day you're cursed. Like, I don't know, like, hasta una limpia or something. So those are some of the little scary experiences. But yeah, guys, so that's the end of our video. I'll see you guys another time. Bye.